Okay, let's bring this meeting to order. Welcome, everybody, to the Rensselaer County Legislative Regular Monthly Meeting of Tuesday, April 13th, 2021. Thank you for everybody being here and those that are videoing or viewing from another location. I don't know where exactly that is. But with that in mind, I also hope everybody had a blessed Easter and all the activities and fun that the kids may have had with their Easter egg hunts and things of that nature. So I hope that was a success as well. I know it's well enjoyed. With that, I will request that the clerk call the roll.
Mr. Bailey.
Here.
Mr. Bendet.
Here.
Mr. Burns.
Here.
Mr. Casal.
Here.
Ms. Doran.
Present.
Mr. Fiacco.
Here.
Mr. Fleming.
Here.
Mr. Grant.
Present.
Mr. Grimm.
Here.
Mr. Harrington.
Present.
Ms. Hoffman.
Here.
Mr. Loveridge.
Here.
Mr. Patiri.
Here.
Mr. Peter.
Here.
Mr. Tessman.
Here.
Ms. Sullivan Tita. Ms. Weaver.
Here.
Mr. Wysocki.
Here.
Chairman Stammel.
Here,
19 ayes, or 19 present.
Mr. Grant, invocation, please.
Dear Lord, as we rise to meet each new day, please let us be filled with your spirit. Wherever we go, let us spread love, joy, peace, goodness, and faithfulness. Amen.
Amen. Mr. Grimm, pledge allegiance. Allegiance to
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Chairman,
Yes, Mr. Harrington,
I
please.
move that we dispense with the reading of the minutes of the regular meeting of March 9th, 2021, and approve the minutes as printed.
Is there a second? There is a second? Seconded by who? Rob Bailey. Okay.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Meeting agenda, clerk will, presentations of petitions.
On file?
Presentation of communications.
On file?
Reports of commissions.
On file?
Department reports.
On file?
Reports of standing committees.
On file?
Local laws.
There are none tonight?
Okay. With that, we'll move to resolutions. First resolution on the agenda. G 11321.
G 11321, resolution authorizing the purchase of computer equipment, Department of Social Services, introduced by legislators Grant, Tessman, Weaver.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G 11421.
G 11421, resolution authorizing an agreement with Brightside Up, Inc., Department of Social Services, introduced by legislators Grant, Tessman, Weaver.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G 11521.
G 11521, resolution authorizing an agreement and amending the 2021 Rensselaer County adopted budget mental health, introduced by legislators Grant, Tessman, Weaver.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G 11621.
G 11621, resolution authorizing an agreement with Start Children's Center, Inc., and amending the 2021 Rensselaer County adopted budget, Department of Social Services, introduced by legislators Grant, Tessman, Weaver.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G 11721.
G 11721, resolution amending the 2021 Rensselaer County adopted budget, District Attorney, introduced by legislators Tessman, Grant, and Weaver.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G 11821.
G 11821, resolution amending the 2021 Rensselaer County adopted budget, Bureau of Economic Development and Planning, introduced by legislators Bailey, Bendet, and Fleming.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G 11821.
G
1921, I'm sorry.
11921, resolution authorizing extension of agreement for monitoring services for Global Positioning System, Bureau of Essential Services, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Stammel, and Grimm.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G 12021.
G 12021, resolution authorizing the sale of surplus equipment, Bureau of Essential Services, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Stammel, and Grimm.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G, 12121.
G 12121, resolution authorizing an annual maintenance agreement with Department Payroll System Highway Department, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Stammel, and Grimm.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G, 12221.
G 12221, resolution authorizing the purchase of highway equipment, Highway Department, introduced by legislators Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G, 12221.
G 12321.
2321, I'm sorry.
Resolution authorizing purchases for County of Saratoga various highway pavement reclamation contract, Highway Department, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Grimm.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G, 12421.
G 12421, resolution amending grant funding timeframe from the New York State Department of Health for Public Health Preparedness Grant COVID-19 Response Activities, Department of Health, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Bendet, Casal, and Doran.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G, 12521.
G 12521, resolution authorizing snowmobile trail grant agreements, Bureau of Economic Development and Planning, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Bailey, Bendet, and Fleming.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G, 12621, yes.
G 12621, resolution authorizing agreements to provide personal care services under the expanded in-home services for the elderly program, ISAP, Unified Family Services Aging, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Bailey, Peter, and Fleming.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G, 12721.
G 12721, resolution authorizing a lease agreement with St. John the Evangelist and St. Joseph Unified Family Services Aging, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Bailey, Peter, and Fleming.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G, 12821.
G 12821, resolution amending the 2020 Rensselaer County adopted budget, Department of Health, introduced by legislators Bendet, Casal, and Doran.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G, 12921.
G 12921, resolution authorizing a lease agreement with the Town of Grafton Unified Family Services Aging, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Bailey, Peter, and Fleming.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G, 13021.
G 13021, resolution amending the 2021 Rensselaer County adopted budget, Bureau of Tax Services and Bureau of Research and Information Services, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Stammel, and Grimm.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G, 13121.
G 13121, resolution authorizing repairs to the meter pit, Sewer District Number 1, introduced by legislators Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G, 13221.
G 13221, resolution transferring the 2020 legislative budget balances to be designated for the Rensselaer County Tax Stabilization Fund, Rensselaer County Legislature, introduced by Loveridge, Stammel, and Grimm.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G, 13321.
G 13321, resolution authorizing extension of contracts with the New York State Board of Elections and amending the 2021 adopted Rensselaer County Budget Board of Elections, introduced by Chairman Stammel.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. P, 13421.
P 13421, resolution commending Olivia DeSites upon being named Student of the Year Citizens Award by the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, introduced by legislators Casal, Harrington, Testman, and the entire legislative body.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. G, 13521.
P 13521,
P45, yeah.
resolution honoring Silver Star Banner Day in Rensselaer County, introduced by Chairman Stammel and the entire legislative body.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. P 13621.
P 13621, resolution commending Rensselaer County nurses on the celebration of Nurses Week, May 6th through the 12th, 2021, introduced by legislators Bendet, Casal, Doran, and the entire legislative body.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. P 13721.
P 13721, resolution recognizing May 9th through the 15th, 2021 as National Nursing Home Week, introduced by Chairman Stammel and the entire legislative body.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. P 13821.
P 13821, resolution recognizing May 2021 as Mental Health Month, introduced by legislators, or Chairman Stammel and the entire legislative body.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
P 13921.
P 13921, resolution recognizing May 2nd through the 8th, 2021 as Children's Mental Health Awareness Week, introduced by Chairman Stammel and the entire legislative body.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. I apologize, my glasses keep on following, steaming up every time I go to talk. P 14021.
P 14021, resolution recognizing Thursday, May 6th, 2021 as a National Day of Prayer, introduced by Chairman Stammel and the entire legislative body.
On the question? All in favor?
19 ayes.
So moved. P 14121.
P 14121, resolution proclaiming April 2021 as National County Government Month, introduced by Chairman Stammel and the entire legislative body.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. P 14221.
P 14221, resolution establishing a temporary ad hoc solid waste management facilities review committee, introduced by Chairman Stammel and the entire legislative body.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. P 14321.
P 14321, resolution urging New York State to create crime database of all convictions of animal cruelty, introduced by legislators Harrington and the entire legislative body.
Mr. Chairman,
On the question? Yes, sir.
can I explain what? I introduced this, I was the original introducer of this resolution. As you know, a month ago, there was a local law laid on the table for us to consider establishing in Rensselaer County animal abuse registry. We had some discussions with the DA. I was in on a couple of those. There's a lot of questions about that law and what it contains. I have a real concern with that law. The law only covers animal abusers that are living in Rensselaer County. So an animal abuser in Rensselaer County could go to Washington County, Saratoga County, Columbia County, or one of the 40 other counties in New York State and purchase an animal. And that law would do very little to keep that animal abuser from purchasing an animal in one of those other counties. There are about 20 counties that have animal abuse registries now. None of these, I'm not saying none of them, but most of them, some of them are pets, some of them are domestic animals, some are cow, all animals. So there's really no law presently that suffices all. They're not, one's not like another. So I am asking, and I hope this will suffice, that we send this resolution to the state of New York, the police down in Albany, and allow them to come up with some kind of registry that would cover at least the entire state of New York. The ASPCA is, if you read on some of their literature or some of their comments, they're really not in favor of even a registry statewide, and they said it's very ineffective. They can go to a different state or nearby state and make purchases. So they're really saying if you're going to do this, it should be U.S.-wide, should be on a federal basis. A local law just doesn't do much. It would basically actually even penalize dealers of animals or sellers of all animals, or colors in Rensselaer County. I mean, they would, if one of us sold an animal to, under the present proposal, if one of us sold an animal to someone who was an abuser, without our knowledge, then we could still, presently, under the, what has been written, we stand a pretty hefty fine. You know, and also, one other part of that law, which I'm really not happy with, is, yeah, where it now says that we're gonna take a headshot of those abusers, and we're gonna put that online with their picture for the next 10 years, and for everyone to see. You know, so actually, it comes under the Ag and Markets Law. So, and one of the things of the Ag and Markets Law in the state of New York is that you cannot declaw your cat. I think really New York's the only state that has that law presently. I don't know if there's any more, but I don't believe there's any more. So, someone who declaws their cat because it's tearing up their furniture, which has been a common practice, could actually wind up convicted of this law. So, and then I said, well, you know, I got thinking, what about child abusers? So I went online, but there is no online photos or list or anything of child abusers. And the state says, or it's been said, basically because they want to protect the confidentiality of the child, the parent, the guardian, or whomever. And I can understand that, because if you have a child, when the child goes to school, probably the child would take more of a repercussion from having their parent or guardian picture online than anything, because that's the kid that's going to be in school that is finger pointed at him because his parent or guardian is an abuser. And I'm thinking, doesn't this do the same thing? I mean, if a parent had a cat declawed and really got nailed with a misdemeanor, we would have them, their parents or guardian's picture online. I just, so it would have the same result on the child in the school as with the child abuser law or registry. There is a child abuser registry, but it's only open to those with a need to know, and it takes a lot to have a need to know. So I'm asking this to send this thing to the state, just like we did the smoking from 18 to 21. Let them take at least a broader look at this thing on a state level, and maybe come up with a solution that we can all live with in the entire, at least in the entire state of New York. So I'm going to vote in favor of it, and I'm asking everyone for 100% vote on the resolution. Thank you.
Thank you, Legislator Harrington. Is there anyone else like to speak on this agenda? Want to call the roll, or no?
All in favor?
All in favor?
That's all in favor.
Aye. Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. 14421.
P 14421, resolution urging the governor and the federal government to expand broadband and rural cellular coverage to all New Yorkers, introduced by Chairman Stammel and the entire legislative body.
On the question, I would like to just say that with the federal money that we have received, state money recently, I think this is a great opportunity for the county to take advantage of broadband. It's definitely something that's needed for communication throughout the state. I know the county executive is in favor of it as well, and I hope with what money we get, portion of it to be put towards broadband, it will definitely help the community, the county overall. Anything else on the question? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. P 14521.
P 14521, resolution commending Nasha and John Cato upon the occasion of their 70th wedding anniversary, introduced by legislators Grimm and the entire legislative body.
On the question? God bless. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. P 14621.
P 14621, resolution recognizing April 18th through the 24th, 2021 as National Crime Victims Week in Rensselaer County, introduced by legislators Weaver and the entire legislative body.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
19 ayes.
So moved. P 14721.
P 14721, resolution urging New York State government to support state funding for redistricting, introduced by legislators Grimm, Burns, Doran, Fleming, Sullivan, Tito, Weaver, Loveridge, Bailey, Bendet, Casal, Grant, Testman, and Wysocki.
On the question? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? No.
15 ayes, 4 noes, Mr. Fiacco, Mr. Harrington, Mr. Patiri, and Chairman Stammel.
P 14821.
P 14821, resolution urging New York State government to cap third-party delivery service fees, introduced by legislators Grimm, Burns, Doran, Fleming, Sullivan, Tito, Weaver, Loveridge, Bendet, Grant, and Peter.
On the question? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
12 ayes, 7 noes, Mr. Bailey, Mr. Fiacco, Mr. Harrington, Mr. Patiri, Mr. Testman, Mr. Wysocki, and Chairman Stammel.
That does it for resolutions, legislative scripts.
Chairman, if I may, I know the local law turned into a lot of discussion, and we didn't bring it up on the floor tonight. I just, for protocol and reasons of purpose, I don't think we ever withdrew it or tabled it in special rules. So I don't know if that's something that we have to do, but it's documented that we did anything for it.
I thought we withdrew it the night that we spoke.
Well, that was a meeting though. I mean, it went through.
You can withdraw it at any time, but it was my understanding that it was after that, during that meeting, it was my understanding that we were withdrawing it because we weren't introducing it as it was. So we were,
I understand that we're all on board for that. I just want to
But-
make sure that it's documented that we did it, so.
Yeah, I think Peter's right. For the records, we should know, the sponsors are all right with it being held in abeyance, because I just talked to the VA, there's some wording things that are being worked out on it. We may have to go back to square one.
I understand, we have.
But are you all right?
But I just want to make sure that
Are all right with
it
it
was
being?
ours, and we didn't release it at any point, so I just like to make that.
I thought that was
So
the
it's
understanding.
held in abeyance at this time on consent of sponsors, if that's all right with the sponsors. And just to let you know, so working with the VA, and she's gonna be talking to all of us a little bit about maybe changing some of the definitions to make it more in line with the ag markets law. All right, so just for the record, please note as stated, that it's actually, that local law is held in abeyance right now while it's being redrafted.
Essentially withdrawn.
Thank you for that,
All right,
Mr. Graham.
thank you.
Other legislative service. That being none, I want to take a motion to adjourn. Motion made, seconded, all in favor? Aye.